money on body care for your self care and for your shower routines, hygiene routine, whatever it shall be. I got to thinking about the current state of things as far as spending, budgeting, so forth. And I said, you know what? Let me see if you guys would like to benefit from learning how to save money for basically anything body care related. Do and I believe that sale is still going on to save money on body care is to get a hold of the sales. So for Bath and Body Works and for Victoria, don't tell nobody, secret. The semi-annual sales started just last month in June. So you want to look for sales of anything, not just semi-annual sale for Bath and Body Works and for Victoria's Secret, but you just want to overall look for sales no matter what store you shop at. That's one of the first things you want to do. Now, I've not forgotten about the Bath and Body Works semi-annual sale, but you will know when you see it on the channel. You will know. Do the sales. Now, some other stores that I'm going to list and provide to you all, they also have ongoing sales. So the next Dollar General has an app. They have an app that will allow you to clip coupons online. Also, take a look at your mail inserts. What people normally call junk mail, full of those coupons, is actually really beneficial if you think about it. Junk mail is really not junk mail because if there's coupons in there, this is really the time to implement that. Definitely. Also, apps like Ibotta, Ibotta. Then there is there's so many apps out there, but don't just rely on the semi-annual sale for Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works. So the next thing you want to think about saving money, and this may not make any sense to you, but it does matter. Let me show you all what I'm talking about. All right, so the next thing is storage. Don't mind this. I'll pull it out of the way. That has the majority of my I like to make jewelry, so those are some supplies in there. Now, storage. Now, I know you're asking to yourself, what does storage have to do with saving money on body care? It actually has everything to do with it. So, if you're not storing your body care products correctly, you're going to lose money simply because if you're not storing it correctly and it goes bad long before the expiration dates, you're going to have to throw it out and spend your money again to replace the same product. And between the time of you throwing out the first batch and not storing it correctly, and you're still going to store the next batch the exact same way, you're just going to continue to waste money. Storage is essential. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail for this just because I have a separate dedicated video on how to store your body care the best way, and you'll see it here. All those links will be up after the stream is over with, and it will allow me to add them. So, cool, dry place, preferably as far away from light sources as possible. Now, the lights are on in here, and for the most part, the box that you guys saw me remove kind of shields it from it. But the majority of this body care storage that I have, and I have one below this, is in a cool, dry place the majority of the time. The longer that you could keep a product working for you and stored correctly where it doesn't go rancid, and that's especially the case with oil based anything with body care, and there's lots of products like that. The better off you'll be and the more money that you will save. So storage is essential. Ow. What's the next thing you need to do to save money on body care? Let me show you that as well. All right, so the next thing you need to do, we've covered keeping an eye on the sales, not just the main semi-annual sales. We've just covered storage. Now we're going to cover usage. Usage. Doesn't make sense, does it, right now? Cool. Now, if you're buying like I do in bulk or bigger sizes or regular sizes, you're going to have to be very mindful of your use. That doesn't mean that, oh, I won't get clean enough. No. Usage is also a great pivotal factor in you saving money on body care. So what you want to do with your usage of your body care products, you may have a collection like I do, or bigger or smaller or equal to. You have to keep an eye on your usage. So when it comes to your body washes, what you need to do is strategically use your body washes. So go for your target areas first. I was kind of giving this advice out for applying a oil-based moisturizer for a sweat-proof hack on a couple videos or just a couple days ago. You want to do the same thing with your body wash. So I'm heavy-handed. So if anyone should know about that, it's me. I'm speaking for the whole crew. That's heavy. Hi there. My name is Jessica, and I'm a heavy-handed user of products. That's me. Usage. So I'm still working on that. But what I found that helps is that I go for my target areas whenever I'm using body wash. So I will squirt out an amount and go for the areas I feel are important to me. Arms, elbows, legs, kneecaps underneath the arms, of course, with my lady parts and so forth. And then I thoroughly wash those parts and then come back. And then there's a couple more pumps of the product in your hand. That way you're getting your main areas taken care of as you shower, but you're also kind of cutting out a smidge of body care products, a smidge of body wash. This is coming from a person that's heavy-handed. Yeah. Also, department stores. That is the next one. You will also find some very unique finds at department stores, such as this Dirty Works Lovely Scrubly Body Scrub. I have not done a review for that just yet, and I need to. That is another reminder for me. Department stores. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, the like. Something else that I also used to do for makeup, and this can also come in handy also for body care. Back in the day, flea markets. Say what you will, but flea markets have some great deals. Now, the thing about going to flea markets for body care, I'm going to give you a couple tips so that way you could find the best and you're not getting products that are either severely damaged or severely outside of their expiration dates, or worse, because you don't want that either. You definitely don't want to be storing body care products that are out of date. I've seen that. Makeup, whatever else I went to the flea market for back in them days. So, first thing you want to do, look at the back of the bottle. I'm going to use this for example for expiration date. That's usually like a little diagram of a bottle with a number and the letter M for month. So 12M, that this says for the body scrub. So that would mean that 12 months from when you open it is when the clock starts ticking from how long you're able to use it. Which brings me to the next thing on how to save money on body care. Pay attention to your expiration dates. Expiration dates. This also goes, this is also a dual purpose for the flea, going to the flea markets as well, if you have one in your area. Also, when you're checking the product and you're opening it, might want to keep record as to what date or at least what month you have opened up the product. So that way you can kind of keep an eye on if the smell of a product changes, if it goes rancid, if there's any type of separation from the product, especially if oil is, any type of oil is in it. So for this, I've opened this last month. So that means I got until next June, which is not likely that it will last that long because I love it already. And this is my last bottle. You also want to pay attention to as the months go past, and if you like to rotate body care products like I like to rotate them, just to give you a variety of smelling different every single day. Nothing wrong with that. You want to keep an eye out also for smell. You want to smell it every once in a while and take inventory as to, okay, did this, if it's smelling a bit off from how it first smelled when you first opened it up to use it and put it in rotation of your normal body care shower routines, might be time to look at tossing it. Lotions especially do that a whole lot. If you kept a lotion for any amount of time and you rotate it and you don't use it all the time, then start looking for signs of it drying around the nozzle of the lotion, crusting up, turning yellow, even brown, and then checking the expiration date in conjunction with that. Because if you see any of that and your lotion starts drying up and it's at least been close to the expiration date from you opening it, or it's past the expiration date, or if here's the best way. If you don't remember when you bought it, but it's been at least more than 12 months and a year, it's time to toss it. It's time to toss it. At that point, it needs to be replaced. That can also be a money saver, knowing when to toss something out, because the last thing you want to do is keep something for so long because you love it so much. And then when you go through inventory, it's just like, okay, I can't find it where it's disconnected. You gotta replace it, because the last thing you need is a situation where you're having to go see your dermatologist and explain to him or her, hey, I love this lotion so much, but it was past expiration date and I refuse to stop using it. And now you have an allergic reaction. So you gotta pay attention to expiration dates. Will be a really, really big money saver for body care. So we've gone over quite a bit of tips for body care. Feminine hygiene. Now that's a different arena. And I have this right in front of me. Wipes. What you could do to save money on those, depending on your brand, and mostly all the feminine hygiene wipes, they're pretty costly. So I would say still stock up on them, but be strategic with how you use them. Use them as you need them. That's inevitable. But where you're at home and you could shower and take a bath and so forth, I would rather you lean more on that and then opt to save the wipes here, the feminine hygiene wipes, strictly for when you're out and about and you're in a jam and in one of your essentials that you're going to need. Because those wipes can go fast, especially if you like me and you're heavy-handed with stuff. Save it for that. Only if you just really do, you've already showered, you've already bathed, and you don't feel like taking another shower. That's fine. You can use the wipes, but they're for, save it for freshening up only, and then in any other case, shower and bathe. That way you're kind of offsetting having to use so many wipes. That's also how you could save money on body care. I don't have it in the room with me. But feminine deodorant sprays, you gotta follow that same rule of thumb for that as well. Pads, the exact same for any feminine hygiene products. So instead of me just repeating everything like I did for the feminine hygiene wipes, you would also do the same for all feminine hygiene products in general. The only place where this wouldn't apply is the deodorant suppositories. Um, Name the, like for example, Norforms. That's my favorite. They have scentless ones as well. I have a couple more tips, but I can't think of them right now. So when I am able to think of the rest of the tips, there'll be a part two of how to save money on body care in general. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all next